Hi guys, it's Shanae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a first impressions of Devil Judge episode 1, and of course if you guys do enjoy it I will be continuing with the series, but I did want to let you guys know that I actually already reacted to this way back when in September of 2021 when this just released, so you guys will probably be able to tell from my reaction that I had absolutely no idea what to expect of the show going into it. I had no idea about the premise. I had no idea that everyone had kind of come to the consensus that this was an undercover BL. I don't think the consensus even existed really at the point when I reacted to it, or at least not that I saw. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, which is why I'm refilming this intro. So I hope you guys won't mind my absolute obliviousness throughout this entire first episode. And yeah, before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. And if you're interested in doing either of those for early access and uncut reactions, the links for it will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's what's greatly appreciated. But now without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so that is the end of my reaction to episode 1. What a long episode, oh my goodness. I always forget how long the Korean episodes are in comparison to the Chinese ones. But I'm so sorry that I speculated so much throughout this, but on the other hand, to me that just kind of shows how good the show is, that it can make you think so much within only the first episode of the series. Like, I can understand why so many people were talking about it so much. Like, it really makes you think, and even though I don't necessarily like the main character, like I'm kind of scared of him, low-key, but it's such an interesting dynamic that they created, and I feel like there's so much more to him than just this anti-hero kind of evil genius thing where he has all these ulterior motives. Because I feel like besides all the ulterior motives that he has, there's a reason why he feels that he needs to go to all these lengths to get justice in the eyes of the world, versus just, you know, doing it in more conventional ways. Because I mean, he was putting on a show, you know, that really tells you a lot about his character and why he's doing what he's doing. It's all for appearance's sake, and that's interesting. I might not like that, but it is very, very interesting. So yeah, it's just, that was so good. I think they set up the characters really well. I think they set up the stakes quite well, and I think it's very interesting all the commentary that they kind of wove in to show that, like, the sense of righteousness that people have can sometimes be contrived. Like, and the sad thing is, most people don't have the sense of righteousness, you know, maliciously. Like, they just genuinely feel like their outrage is valid and they want to see justice because they feel like that is the right thing, the deserved thing. But it can kind of spiral out of control, and you know, in this case you can maybe kind of argue that this guy deserved it and it feels good that he got what's coming to him. But I can't help but feel like there's going to be a build-up where public opinion is going to become a very dangerous thing, and we're maybe going to see a bit of that thing of, oh, now that they've gotten a taste of power, of what it feels like to be in control of other people's fates, they may become reckless, you know. So I think there's a lot of very interesting commentary that is going to sprout from the situation, and I think it's a very clever setup to ask the question of, what would happen if this was a thing, if this was how the justice system worked, if it based on public opinion, the way that social media is kind of that way at the moment, where someone's career can end just because of public opinion. So yeah, they're kind of taking it a step further and saying, well, someone's life could end because of public opinion, you know. So I just feel like there's a lot of interesting social commentary that can come out of this, and I'm cautiously keen to see where it goes. I don't know if this is quite the show for me. I feel like it could go beyond my emotional capabilities to handle, but it's so interesting. So anyway, I really enjoyed this first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed all my thoughts, even if some of them were really ridiculous. And yeah, I'll see you guys again next time. 再见。